What's up?
Uncle Jacob?
Your dad sent me.
Can't wait to see you get out of this one.
Boom.
Fast and Furious 11 might have a confirmed release date of April 2025 on paper, but it's clear we won't be revving into theaters next year. Tyrese Gibson spilled the beans in early May 2024, revealing that filming won't kick off until early 2025, casting doubt on that original release date. Director Louis Leterrier confirmed this schedule, pushing the movie's release to 2026 instead. While Universal hasn't officially announced the delay or set a new date, it's evident the movie won't hit theaters in April 2025 without even filming starting. As it stands, Fast and Furious 11 won't be the next installment we see in the series. Dwayne Johnson's Hobbs is set to blaze a trail with his solo movie first. After his surprise return in the credits of Fast X, Johnson announced that his standalone would pave the way for Fast X Part 2 as a fresh new chapter and setup. But like Fast 11, the strikes also impacted the Hobbs movie's development, leaving fans eagerly awaiting updates. While we await news on that spin-off, let's dive into what we can expect from Fast and Furious 11, aka Fast X Part 2. Vin Diesel has been hitting the gym in preparation since May 2024, indicating that groundwork is underway. However, Jason Momoa, expected to reprise his role as villain Dante Reyes, disclosed in January 2024 that he hasn't even seen a script yet, suggesting it's probably a ways off. The Hollywood strikes in 2023 likely stalled development, but with those issues resolved, progress on the sequel is picking up steam. That said, who's in for Fast and Furious 11? Vin Diesel is definitely returning as Dominic Toretto, despite that nail-biting cliffhanger in Fast X where he's stuck at the bottom of a dam about to be blown sky-high by Dante Reyes. Let's face it, Dom and his son Brian, played by Leo Abello Perry, aren't going anywhere for good. As for the rest of the crew, Roman Tej Ramsey and Han are in a bit of a dicey situation after Ames, the new agency leader in cahoots with Dante, fired a rocket at their plane, sending it crashing. There's a chance one of them might not make it, but don't be too shocked if they all make a comeback in the next installment. And speaking of Alan Ritchson, he's itching to reprise his role as the bad guy, eager to put the pedal to the metal. Michelle Rodriguez and Charlize Theron are also set to return as Letty and Cypher respectively, after being rescued in Antarctica by none other than Giselle, who miraculously returned from the dead. Godot herself is thrilled about the reunion, exclaiming how much she missed her Fast family. Jason Statham will be back as Deckard Shaw, possibly teaming up with Hobbs after his unexpected return in the credits scene. And let's not forget the major twist with John Cena's Jacob Toretto, who seemingly sacrificed himself, though we didn't quite see the last of him. In this franchise, no one's ever truly gone. Mia will be back, hopefully with more screen time, alongside Daniela Melchior as Isabel, who's revealed to be Elena's sister and Dom's son's aunt. Expect Jason Momoa's Dante and Brie Larson's Tess to return, adding to the already bustling cast. And who knows, we might even see Scott Eastwood's Little Nobody and Rita Moreno as the Toretto family matriarch back in action. And just when you think the cast couldn't get any bigger, there's talk of possibly roping in Robert Downey Jr. as Dom's foil, advocating for driverless cars of all things. Plus, if Fast and Furious 11 marks the saga's end, Paul Walker's Brian O'Connor will likely have a poignant presence, possibly involving Meadow, played by Walker's daughter Meadow Walker, in a more significant role within the Toretto family. As for what to expect from Fast and Furious 11 after Fast X's ending, Fast 11 has a lot on its plate. With characters like Dom and little Brian stuck on a bridge amid impending explosions and the aftermath of the plane crashes, there are some major cliffhangers that need resolving. Not to mention Letty and Cypher's miraculous escape, Giselle's mysterious return from the dead, and the unexpected reappearance of Dwayne Johnson's Luke Hobbs all add layers of complexity. Fast X was already the franchise's biggest movie in terms of scale, cast, and budget, but Fast 11 promises to be even grander given how its predecessor concluded. While there's speculation that the Fast and Furious series may continue in some form after Fast 11, this upcoming sequel is anticipated to wrap up the stories of Toretto and his family. Assuming Dom and his son survive Dante Reyes' trap, the vendetta will likely intensify, with the team presumably escaping the plane crash using their signature mix of cars and parachutes. With Ames now exposed as a villain alongside Dante, Fast 11 sets the stage for at least two adversaries hunting down Toretto's crew. However, the film faces a challenging task. Not only does it have to navigate through the unresolved plot threads and characters from Fast X, but it also needs to deliver a satisfying conclusion for Toretto's family after more than 2 decades of cinematic adventures. One of the biggest questions looming is whether Dom and Letty will finally find their happily ever after in Fast and Furious 11. Their relationship has weathered numerous storms, from Letty's apparent death to recurring threats and surprises like Jacob Toretto's sudden appearance. As they prepare to reunite once more in the upcoming sequel, fans are left wondering if this resilient couple will finally get the peaceful ending they deserve, bringing their tumultuous journey full circle. In the post-credit scene of Fast 5, audiences were stunned to discover that Letty was alive, setting off a chain of events that unfolded across subsequent films. Fast and Furious 6 brought another twist when Letty didn't remember her past, adding layers of mystery and emotion to her storyline. It wasn't until Furious 7 that Dom and Letty finally reunited, culminating in a secret marriage that underscored the series' central theme of family. Given that the Fast and Furious franchise has always revolved around the concept of family, there would be no more fitting conclusion than Dom and Letty finding peace together as a family. It seems improbable that Fast and Furious 11 would end with Dominic Toretto's death, considering his pivotal role in the franchise and the deep connection he represents. Letty has already faced the tragedy of death once before, making a peaceful resolution all the more poignant and satisfying for fans who have followed their journey through countless adventures. Even though Fast 11 is still in the works, the groundwork laid in Fast X was done with a clear endpoint in mind. Director Louis Leterrier explained in a May 2023 interview with the Los Angeles Times that they needed to know the ultimate destination to properly chart the journey. "We needed to understand where we're ending in order to create the road to it," Leterrier emphasized. "So on top of everything that we had to do, we had to decide, this is where this franchise is going to end. It has to end this way." Yes, everybody agreed, shook hands, and then we went back to work. While the exact details of the final ending remain under wraps, a barbecue is a safe bet somewhere in there, and the speculation and anticipation surrounding it are all part of the excitement and intrigue of the Fast saga. So while we don't have all the answers just yet, the journey towards the franchise's conclusion promises to be as thrilling as the destination itself. And that wraps up today's discussion on the Fast and Furious saga's future and the journey towards its anticipated conclusion. Thanks for tuning in. What do you think the ultimate ending of Fast and Furious 11 will be? Share your theories and predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to suggest topics for our future videos. We'll see you next time.